Hello everyone.
Hello.
Okay, first of all, let us give thanks to God for giving the grace of health so all of us can be present today in this talk show. Members in this group are Emanuella Novelyn, Muhammad Irfan Satriatama, and Andreas Nicolas Ginting. The topic that we will discuss is how to become a good leader and the meaning of leader itself. I will serve as moderator and I will get this discussion. And Andreas Nicolas Ginting also Muhammad Irfan Satriatama will be the speakers. Well, while our list of events that we will going through are the following session, opening, Q&A session, and the last one is closing. Because we have done the opening session, let's jump into the Q&A session. Before we start to discuss about our main topic, how are you today, guys?
Hello, everyone. I'm Irfan Satriatama. I'm doing well today. I hope you're doing well today too. How about you, Ginting and Emma?
Hello, guys. Today I feel quite happy, and this morning sun makes me smile enough because of its beauty. How about you, Emma?
Okay, I'm doing great too. So, how are your activities after this pandemic, guys?
During the pandemic yesterday, my activities were studying like a normal student, like helping my mothers and looking for opportunities to look for webinars and courses to expand my experience in the future. How about you, Irfan?
Yeah, because college student, I doing my college task, college assignment, doing a college project, and helping my mother for his work.
Okay, so let's start to discuss about our main topic. So, here I have some question. First of all, I will ask about who is your role model, Irfan?
I don't have any role model for now because I don't research about that. But I have two people that I will suggest you. These two people is very famous, and
Okay,
you can follow him and you can uh, uh, uh,
search their
for a
role
role
model.
model. These two people, for the first is Elon Musk, founder of Tesla, and last one is Steve Jobs, founder Apple company.
Okay, we all know that's a great figure. How about you, Andreas?
Yeah, actually, my role model is our beloved president in our country. It's Mr. Joko Widodo. He's known to be very good and highly dedicated in carrying out his mandate as a president. I think a lot can be learned from him, such as his personality and how he works for the nation and to the country.
Okay, I heard because we all in Indonesia, right? And I also heard that
Yes.
he's very humble to other people. You guys
Yes.
have a great answer. So, what's the first things that comes to your mind when you hear the word leader? Who will go first?
Maybe for
Okay.
me.
Andre?
Okay, what I think of when I hear the word of leader is about the influencing people. How about you, Irfan?
When I hear the word leader, I thinking about charismatic.
Okay. How you guys explain about that? Irfan?
Okay, in my opinion, a leader is a charismatic figure and a role model for the people he leads. But is it really like that? Not everyone who become a leader has such qualities, but they become leaders because they are them. and thus they lead will automatically obey and understand the direction of their leader. A person's leadership style is certainly different. This is because the leader will match their leadership style with who will be their subordinates. It seems less pleasant to hear. I'm sorry, or you could say the style will be matched with who the leader will manage. For example, I have my style, Ginting have their style, and Emma have his style for being a leader. Something like
I'm
that.
sorry, you mean her.
Oh yeah, her.
Okay, how about you, Ginting? I mean, Andreas.
Uh, Actually, in my opinion, the definition of a leader is an individual who has the ability to lead, influence other people and groups. A leader also not only has leader abilities, but also has a strong growth mindset for the goals to be achieved together. A leader is chosen or appointed because he has strong potential within himself and can be trusted by his members. So now I want to uh, give my
Okay.
explain about the words of lead that the spell is LEAND. First, loyalty or L means a leader must be able to arouse the loyalty of his co-workers and give his loyalty in goodness. The second is E or educate. Leader is able to educate his colleagues and pass it on to his colleagues. The third is A or advice, means a leader is able to provide advice and advice from existing problems. And the last is D or discipline, means a leader is able to provide an example in discipline and enforce discipline in every activity. I
Okay.
think like that.
Thank you for your explanation. So I can say that when you hear the word leader, is leader is an individual who has ability to lead or influence people and is a charismatic figure or a role model that has loyalty, can educate people, can give an advice. Also, he is a disciplined person. Okay. The next question is how to become a good leader in your opinion, Irfan?
Okay. In my opinion, not everyone can and dares to be a leader. I think the requirement to be a leader is to have two traits such as courage and sensitivity. Each leader will certainly face different problems, but by having these two traits, I believe in the worst condition, a leader will have a way to deal with these problems. But that doesn't mean the leaders who don't have these traits don't have a chance to become a leader. As I said before, they become a leader because they are them. What I mean is, with these traits, they have regardless of what it is. They still have a chance to be a leader. Then what is the reason when I say these two traits must be on to be invalid? Of course not. Why? Because the leader must have one of these traits, such as courage. Under certain condition, the leader must be brave to take a risk for the things he guards and leads. Something like that.
Okay, thank you, Irfan. How about you, Andrea? How to become a good leader
Okay.
in your opinion?
How to become a good leader? Okay. Basically, the way of leadership that I follow is paternalistic leadership.
What is paternalistic leadership? Can you explain that?
Okay. Okay. Paternalistic leadership is a form between democratic and dictatorial styles. Basically, the will of the leader must also apply, but also through democratic elements. These leadership systems can be likened to a dictator covered in democracy. I mean, this is the ideal way of leading because a leader also has the authority to voice his vision and mission, but remains in tune with input from members and is carried out in mutual deliberation. A leader in the way of leadership must also be oriented to the vision and mission that is built, including task oriented, work relationship oriented, and the effective result oriented. So, what does it mean? First, Task-oriented means that every leader has the main job desk to manage and be responsible for the progress of an agency. The second is work relationship-oriented, means that every leader has good communication skills between the members and colleagues. So we have good working relationship. And the last is effective result-oriented. It means if a leader can carry out the previous two orientations before, then later effective result from work will be obtained. Uh, that is, in my opinion, to be a good leader.
Okay, I will make a conclusion based on your explanation and opinion. So, a leader must be oriented to their vision and mission, have good communication to one another, have responsibility, carry good relation, and also, like Irfan say, a leader must have courage and sensitivity. If they have that already, so when the problem comes, they will be brave to take a risk and face their problem or dealing with it until the problem solved with their own style of leading. Like Andreas have his own style paternalistic, and Irfan have Irfan's style. It's also I have the last question. It's kind of sad, but not that sad. What's your advice to be a good leader based on your experience? And can you give, can you share with us what kind of activities have you done to implementing leadership in your style or in your way of leading? Andreas?
Okay, actually, I may not be able to be a role model of a leader for many people, but I can give some sneak peek advice on being a good leader according to my experience. The first thing we have to do is practice soft skills on ourselves. Soft skills needed by a leader include having a good communication, having logical and effective goals, having a growth mindset, being able to solve problems well, and so on. Simple things that can be done to develop soft skills are to have a good relationship with friends, increase one-way communication in front of your mirror, complete assignments on time, and many things. And then the second things we must do is lead by example, not by words, trickery, or chronic, but by example. Basically, leading people means your ability to lead people in a certain direction you want towards a certain goal. Now, if you want this to happen, you have to be able to inspire them to go forward on their own in that direction. Only when people are so inspired to do what you want them to do, that they will do more than you think. Can't you let them? A person can be said to be a good leader, not a cry from his own lips, but how the people around him can call him a leader. I think like that, advice from me. And talking about my experience to be a leader, judging from my past experience, I've been involved in several committees, including being the
Wow.
chairman of the Christmas committee, expanding the responsibility to become a person in charge of business fund. And currently, I am a member of an organization in my college, namely Commando.
Okay, that's a good advice and also experience, Andreas. So how about you,
Thank you.
Irfan?
Okay, before I give you an advice, the most memorable experience when I led was when I was the class leader while I was in high school. Okay, some little advice from me for those of you who want or are becoming leader is to keep doing what you think is good and always listen to what those you lead have to say. By listening to all their opinions and wishes, you have a provision in making decision. And as I said, one of the qualities I think one must have is courage. This becomes important in making decision, whether they agree with this and so on. And uh, one other little advice is again is be yourself when leading your people. That's
Um,
all for me.
Thank you. You guys are such a great speaker. So
Thank you.
it is our last session that is closing. I want to say thank you for all the speakers for coming here today. It's such a great discussion. Also, it's a great opportunity to share with you guys to embrace a new knowledge about how to become a good leader. Be yourself. Use your own style of leading. Also, know your own potential. As moderator in this talk show, I would like to say thank you. Also, sorry if there are any mistakes on or unpleasant words. Uh, I hope we can work together again in the next change. Be yourself, use your own style, and be cool about it. Goodbye.
Thank you.
Thank you, Emma. Goodbye.